By now, all of you have heard or seen on television what Romney said at a fundraiser of big donors this past spring. And I'm going to quote. He said, there are 47% of the people who are dependent on government who believe that they believe that they are victims, who believe that government has a responsibility, he goes on to say, to care for them, who believe they're entitled to health care, to food, to housing, to you name it, end of quote. Ladies and gentlemen, based on everything he's done in his career, I believe he genuinely believes that nearly half this country is made up of people who see themselves as victims, who in fact are dependent on government. And here's what those people are made up of, that 47%. By the way, he went on to say, and I quote, "My job is not to worry about those people." No, I don't need your booze. I need your help. No, I'm serious. Think about this. Think about a presidential candidate saying, this is not your father's Republican Party. No, it's not a joke. It's not. This is a different philosophic base for this new Republican Party, this House Republican Party. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the people who they think he has no responsibility toward or who are dependent. The 78-year-old widow living on Social Security and Medicare, which she worked for her whole life to earn. The 63-year-old Vietnam War veteran who goes to the VA hospital once a week to get help and treatment. The 29-year-old veteran who did 2 tours in Iraq and 1 tour in Afghanistan and who's now in college because of the new GI Bill. The 27-year-old couple struggling to get by with basic minimum wage jobs, one of them working 2 jobs, but get a child care credit to make sure their kid can be in a responsible daycare center while they work. 9 million children, young adults from working class families, intellectually qualified, educationally competent, who are in college today because of Pell Grants. He thinks these folks believe they're entitled, that they become dependent. They see themselves as victims who won't take responsibility for their own lives. How could he be so profoundly wrong about America? How is that possible? Not in my neighborhood, not where I grew up, not the people I know. And the positions they take on all of the issues are totally consistent with that underlying philosophic notion that America's developed a culture of dependency. The Ryan budget eliminates the child care tax credit. It cuts by $1,000 Pell Grants. It eliminates college tax credit. It eliminates 1 million seniors from Medicaid, 700,000 roughly of whom are in nursing homes only because they have Medicare and Medicaid, and they're middle-class families. They've worked their whole life. They've had to go out and sell their home, spend down all they had for their care, and then become eligible. His budget eviscerates the EPA, radically changes Social Security. Folks, we have a fundamentally different value set than these guys do. We believe America does well. America has always prospered when hard work is rewarded, when everyone has a fair shot, everyone plays by the same rules, everyone gets a fair shake, where everyone is held accountable, rich and poor. And first and foremost, where everybody gets an opportunity.